Off we go again. Less than an hour between sessions. But really, when it's World Pool Championship action, how can you possibly mind? What a task, though, for Margarita Fefilova against Joshua Filler. He's a man who, when he's in top form, he can just run away, rack after rack, potting balls as though they're going out of fashion. Margarita Fefilova, though, she's won 2 women's events on the Euro Tour. And if she plays her best, who knows? Well, I'm delighted to say that joining us in the commentary box is Sanjin from Bosnia, who already got a win under his belt this afternoon.
Hi Phil. Hi Alex.
So how was your match, Sanjin? How did you like the tables, the setup?
Actually, I feel good on the table. Made 6 runouts.
Oh.
Yeah, in a row. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty well on the table. So let's see.
One step at a time, one match at a time. We saw a good break by Margaret.
It was great.
That's some serious pool, Sanjin. 6 runouts in a row to beat Kevin Lanoy from Belgium 9-2. You couldn't have really wished for much better than that.
Yeah, of course. Table is really nice to play and pockets are quite small, but not everything is going in. But yeah, if you find your break, this first couple of matches. Also, the most important thing I think is lag. If you lag first, you're dictating the game.
Yeah, good point. If you find your break, that's what it's so important in 9-ball in a winner break format. Draw first blood, get off to a good start. And Margaret here could have gotten to a good start, but she ran into the 6. It wasn't super easy, that long topspin shot that she played. So she's now using a mirror system, and I think the 4 is a bit too far away from the pocket to try and make it. It looks awfully thin. She could try to hit like half ball and save it, try to get behind the 7 with the cue ball.
I think she tried that.
Too much slide. And with that I mean that on the slick cloth, players with experience, and Margaret Fefilova definitely has that, she will try and compensate for the amount of slide on this TV table, but still, that's one of the hardest things to do, even for a player like Filler, those types of kick shots. So you were there in Gibraltar playing the World Pool Masters, another event in the Matchroom Pool series. You've seen Filler in his semi-final against Shane van Boning. It wasn't his best play. So where do you think he is, Filler, form-wise and confidence-wise?
Yeah, I've been more than Gibraltar with him. I was practicing with him between World Cup of Pool and World Pool Masters, and he's I don't know, he's really confident. He's playing really good. Also, as you can see in the match between Shane and Joshua, to be honest, Shane was dying to beat Joshua. He didn't beat him for a long time. Actually, I can remember the time.
I think he won 1 out of 10 encounters.
Yeah, he was really into the game, and Joshua had a couple of errors, but Shane fought back, and it was good. It was a good match.
Interesting match. Good to watch. A lot of drama. Not the highest level that we've seen from the both.
Filler almost made a mistake by narrowly avoiding missing that 7 ball.
There was
Good shot on the 9. Not the cleanest of outs from Joshua Filler. Trying to find his way. Playing a bit cautious.
Earlier today, we caught up with Joshua and asked him his pre-championship thoughts.
I won it 3 years ago. I know how it feels to win this tournament, but every time I play or I'm at the World Championship, it's a nice feeling, of course. And every time a matchroom does an event, the feeling is different. Of course, I want to lift the trophy in the end, but I have to just focus on every match, 100%, and then in the end, I can win this. Yeah.
Sometimes players feel a need to sound confident when they're talking about their own chances. But Filler doesn't need to do that. Everyone knows he's got a wonderful golden chance to win any tournament he plays in.
What I think with Joshua Filler, like last year and a half, he doesn't have that ultra form that he had when he won the US Open. But he's winning titles playing like a solid middle game. So I think that's also new to him, as young as he is. World Cup of Pool, they just grinded it out, him and Christoph Reintjes. And also in the Mosconi Cup, he was not firing on all cylinders. But he managed to clinch points and win big points. You know, having to struggle a little bit. So I think it's you know, that's the next step for a player's development and progress and learning curve to win with B game. He's lining up as if that one ball goes, as if he sees enough of it. Just hold for the 4. For the 3, excuse me. But if he wants to go for the 3 to the 4, he needs to play with low right. And I don't know if the 5 is in the way. Leave it long, perhaps, Sanjin?
Yeah, actually, I will play the shot like you said. Yeah.
And as good a shot maker as he is, he can do that more than you or me or the average player.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, sometimes it feels like for example, for myself, first time I was nervous on the TV table, and I mean, for sure, for Margaret, it's not relaxed situation right now in the beginning of the match, because your first match of the World Championship and you're on the TV table playing Joshua. He looks like he's born on these tables, right?
Yeah. That's a nice way to put it.
Also, I remember him from a younger stage. I remember him playing my first European Championship in Bosnia. We were playing 8-ball, race to 6. We just lagged. He won it, and I broke 3 times. He beat me 6-0. I didn't have a shot, so it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him the first time when he was 14, European Junior Championships or pupils. He looked the same, like ball pocketing. He looked the same.
Yeah, didn't change much.
Well, he slowed down. Smarter. Always learning, studying the game. Coming through the rack nicely. Keeping Margaret in the chair with the break and run. Like you said, Sanjin, that's tough. On the TV table in the first match, and then being seated and not knowing when you get back to the table for that first open shot.
Yeah, it's. I mean, when you get a chance, it's winner break. When you have a chance, you have to take it, or the other guy can run. You don't know when you're playing your next shot. I mean, with Joshua, you can expect anything to happen.
Well, Joshua Filler dominating, but now we've got a Margarita moment for you.
I'm super excited. It's my first ever Whirlpool Championship, in mixed division. I just can't wait to perform. We've done like 2 weeks, really good preparation, practicing 6 to 8 hours per day, and I'm feeling pretty confident about my game. I just hope that I can go out there and show my performance.
Well, it wasn't an auspicious start, leaving that 4-ball in the first rack, and then the second, well, Filler just showed what a phenomenal player he is. He made that rack look second nature. And of course, with the winner breaks format, a player can thoroughly dominate a contest, as we saw this afternoon with Alexander Kazakis and our co-commentator Sanjin telling us he ran 6 consecutive racks in his victory.
That works, drawing the cue ball back to the short drill. Look at this, the table's leaking. Mayday, mayday, if a player of Filler standing finds the break in the speed and is getting position on the 1, you as an opponent are in trouble. Hardest work to be done right now. 3 is in a difficult position, so it's all about the angle on the 2. This works.
Really nice control of the 1 ball, the break.
Needs to be precise on the cue ball. Find that space behind the 8. One more challenge.
Of course, so many great German players preceded Joshua Filler, winning international competitions here, there and everywhere. One of the most notable examples, 6-time World Masters champion Ralph Souquet, who's on table 4 at the moment, and he's taken a 2-0 lead over the UK's Craig Osborne.
Early days in that match, mind you, Craig Osborne is a dangerous cueist. Real flow player. He's been around the block. Nicely onto the 9 for 3-0 lead over Margarita Fefilova from Belarus.
Yes, as he normally does, Joshua Filler is filling up the pockets, looking mighty good. A couple of break and run outs in succession. Fefilova, she's got a tough task. commentary guest this evening, Sanjin Pilovanovic, is watching this match with interest. That is the great, and I use the word great advisedly, the great Ralph Souquet. Ball in hand in the third rack against Craig Osborne, looking like going 3-0 up. And the reason that Sanjin is so interested in that, if Souquet does prevail, he will play Ralph in the winners' qualification match.
You found it out fast, Phil.
Computers are a great thing. So, I was just working it out, Sanjin. I believe that Souquet won the World Championship, World 9-Ball Championship, something like 5 or 6 years before you were born.
Yeah, probably. I don't know exactly the dates, but he's for sure one of the probably best world player ever. But probably top 5 players in the world of all time right now.
Yeah, if you look at titles. And that's what it's about. The best is the guy that wins the most. Now, we've seen an effective break from Filler, but his stunt draw shot to get on the 2 was not good. Ran into it. So finally, Fefilova back at the table. No open shot. Now question whether she can see the edge of the 2-ball. If so, she can cut that. That's what she was looking at, towards the 7, and come across with the 2-ball, with the cue ball towards the 5. Lucky. She got sharked by the clock. She pulled the trigger a bit too quick, hit it thick, but was helped by that kiss on the 7. So Filler looking for a return safety. And I mean sharked. That's how we call it if your concentration is sabotaged. Actually, you say shark. They have the constant feeling of being under the gun.
For me, Alex, it's the perfect distance. 30 seconds is enough to play a shot without having to rush, but it prevents really slow play, and I think that's why it was introduced, and I think it's why it's been such a welcome introduction.
Yes. For the most part, I'll agree, but if things get tense and tight and it's 6-6, 7-7 and it's a push-out situation, 30 seconds is little. They have one extension, but the thing is, if you then get into a run-out position and you have this tough shot where you would like 10 seconds extra to compose, then you have trouble. And that's the good thing about this format. When we get deeper in the tournament and the stakes get higher, we will see thinking errors or like technical breakdowns. We get to see the fun stuff.
I would agree on you with that. Sometimes we players lose some seconds, wait some seconds, and then we made some unfortunate mistakes because shot lock 30 seconds sometimes it's tight.
Yeah, for example, your match, Sanjin, you played Chris Melling in the World Tour Masters. It took you a while to get going, also because of the clock. And it's an experience thing, you're young.
Yeah, true.
So you'll
true.
embrace that experience, you'll come back stronger and possibly practice with the shot clock. Now Fefilova has to draw away from the 9-ball. Soft, little backspin. Now, the most obvious would be draw back a little bit, leave an angle on the 7, and then go around the angles with high left. The only thing is, on this table, the high left doesn't grab as it would on a practice table. That's something I would be worried about. So let's see.
Table is still sliding a lot, so
Yeah, so the Czech side will not bite so much in the first rail. So, and therefore, okay, she's showing a lot of experience. Therefore, she's looking at playing and coming back with the cue ball. I'm not saying she chooses that, but she considered. Yeah, she's playing twice across. Smart. Enough room. Beautiful, beautiful. She does many drills online. Yeah, she's our hit on social media, or one of our hits. She does many drills, and it shows. Perfect. Yeah, good stuff. All from that safety. Her second safety on the 2-ball.
Well, at least the whitewash has been averted. A first rack on the board for Margarita Fefilova. And that's a source of relief, no doubt, for her, and also for an American player involved in this tournament by the name of Tyler Styer. You see, Tyler and Margarita, well, they're going to become husband and wife.
Tyler, you've got a World Championship of your own to prepare for, but we couldn't not speak to you whilst Margarita was pulling one back against Joshua out there. Now, be honest, what's more nerve-wracking, playing or watching?
Actually, watching her play is more nerve-wracking than playing myself, for sure.
How have preparations been going in, well, your joint camp? How are you both feeling about this competition?
Really good. We prepared really hard about the last 10 days together, and I just told her just get the first rack out of the way and see what we can do after that. You know, it's about getting the first and the last game out of the way. So we'll see how she does after this last game she just won.
Opponents don't come much harder than Joshua Filler. It's actually quite nice to get out of the blocks hard against someone of his caliber.
Yeah, sure. It puts a little pressure if you lose the first match because you only got one more to play the rest of your round, but you're not going to find a tougher player in the tournament than Josh, so absolutely, yeah.
And just finally, you can give us an insight, no one else can, into her mindset. What would she be thinking right now out there?
She's going to focus on her breathing techniques, her fundamentals, and just think about the shot clock and just try and pace herself the right way, cue ball control. Just try and stay in the moment like she does in practice, and she'll be fine after that.
Thanks for your insight and good luck yourself.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Tyler Styer playing Enrique Correia from Portugal a little later this evening. Right now, though, he's supporting his fiancée.
Ooh. Ooh, Fefilova. Cutting the 1-ball, playing withdrawal. We'll see it in the replay. And that makes the wing ball, the red 3-ball here, come low. That's the primary goal when you break. You try to make that wing ball. So an open position for Filler. And by the way, we have 3 9-ball couples in this tournament. Gorst and Tkach, Filler and Pia, of course, Joshua and Pia, of course, and Margaret and Tyler. Sanjin,
what do you think?
you want to become the 4th musketeer?
No, actually, I'm not in the mood for that. But what do you think? Who would win if they play a tournament?
Oh, let them fight that out amongst themselves. I think, I don't know, interesting. Yeah. So, Josh, you can cut it, but there's no shape for the 3. You can bank it, same story. Safety then, it's difficult. You can try and come back as a save towards the 7. Doesn't know exactly what the 2-ball will do. But offensive-minded as he is, he thought, you know what, I'll just make it and we'll see from there.
I didn't doubt for a second that he's going for it.
Yeah, I had like 2 days where I practiced a little bit with Shane in Romania, and it's just if you play with, you know, with a guy like him or with Joshua, they're so offensive, and but it's a nice way to play the game, be more offensive, and if you play offense, you have more chance to get lucky because you're playing shots with speed. So in the beginning, I thought Shane was having like many rolls, but if you slow roll for safety, you're not getting lucky. Contacting off of the rail would be easy as well. I think she's trying to hit full and get the cue ball towards the 4.
Extension call.
Slow down the cue ball, drift to the other side of the table. And then hope that the 3 gets caught by the 7 or the 5. Or the 9 even. Does it slide in past the 4? No. Yes, it does. The purple 5 doesn't pass the 7, so he's coming around. You said before Sanjin with Josh Filler, it looks like he's born on the table. Maybe not that, but at least when he plays here, it's like he's at home.
Yeah, I figured it out 2 weeks ago when we didn't expect that, right, Alex?
Very big miss.
I saw him playing on World Cup of Pool, and everybody was struggling a bit with speed, like first matches, and he was there like it was one ordinary day for him, playing his best.
Another day at the office. Now Fefilova here, the task to avoid the 8 and 9 with the cue ball. That's a good shot. Nice.
For a while, very costly. Just wondering whether Filler's miss is going to prove equally expensive.
To judge, she has to play topspin. I don't think she can draw. Topspin and a bit of right on the cue ball. Some I saw her play in the Euro Tour. That was the last Euro Tour Sanjin before all this happened, the whole pandemic in Italy. She got to the last, with the men's, in the men's division, to the last 32, and she had a real tough battle against the Danish Mickey Krause. She impressed me a lot, not, you know, by how she hits the ball, but her fighting spirit.
Yeah, she was playing really. I remember that tournament. She was really like fighting hard.
Yeah.
Even if it was really tough for her,
Yeah.
but she was really fighting. Playing a lot of matches there, like probably 5-6 a day.
Yeah, that. I was impressed by that. And then I walked around and walked by. Oh, she's still in. 5-2 down, 6-6.
Yeah, she's practicing a lot, and
Margarita Fefilova wins
she's
the rack.
every tournament becoming better and better.
And now trailing by just a single rack at 3-2. What's occurring over on table 2? Well, it is Skylar Woodward, who has taken a very decisive 5-0 lead over Yaroslav Polak. At his best, he can be devastating, Woodward. He's been in and out in this Matchroom Pool series so far in both the World Cup of Pool and the World Masters, but starting the World Championship, ideally, and this is live now, live pictures for you. The man from Kentucky, now based in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, he's dangerous. In his last match in the Masters, he wasn't feeling too well. But before that, he was playing really good, very sharp, razor sharp. And I expect him to go deep in this tournament.
Yes, it was a stomach upset that he was suffering from when he lost in the World Masters, and the frustrating thing about that was it was a very short-lived thing. So a few hours after the match, he was fine. It just struck at precisely the incorrect time.
More interesting matches going on. With one eye, I'm following a little bit Mark Bijsterbos, my fellow countryman. He's playing Imran Majid. It's a rematch of the Parisian Open, the Paris Open, where they met each other twice in the final. So many good players, who do well in the Euro Tour, where it wouldn't be a surprise for them to get to the final. Corriere from Italy got to the final twice. That's a dark horse. He could come, well, not to the end stage of the tournament, but last 16 wouldn't surprise me.
Well, in rack 6, Fefilova will be delighted with that break-off. She's not the only lady player doing well this evening. Veronika Styer from Germany has taken a 3-1 lead over Nick Malai from Greece.
Strong that she chose to leave it long and straight instead of coming closer to the left side of the table for an angle to come around to 8-7. Tells us something about her confidence in her, not her shot making, but her cue action. Her ability to move the cue ball with spin. It's more than enough. Now the difficulty of this shot is not so high. It's more about your, if you're anxious to get behind the 7, if you worry about position, then that call could cause you to miss the pot.
Extension call.
What do you tell yourself, Sanjin, on a rail shot like this, cue ball close to the rail?
Just trying to, I don't know, it's tight shot. Probably she feels right now tight, so just to have a straight shot, just focusing on my right hand and just trying to make a ball, don't looking for a position much. Oh.
Yeah, she didn't fancy slow rolling the ball to the side pocket. Tried to play the confident shot.
Was it okay for a middle pocket? I didn't see good.
Well, players tell me that they find that the side pockets are quite tight. In a corner or side was always going to be a testy shot. Nice bank.
I think by and large banks proved to be something of a problem at the World Masters on the Rasson table there. A lot of players were coming up too narrow. Here it's a much higher percentage of them going in.
Yeah, I think the rails were quite soft on the table that was played on in the Masters. So if the rails are soft with speed, the ball goes more into the rubber and reacts more by the impact.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
Shortens up more.
Well, the reaction from Filler is very muted, but he will be delighted. It's a rack that his opponent, Margarita Fefilova, could easily have won, but she missed quite a tough ball with the cue ball under a cushion, and Filler did the rest, and that's why he holds a 4-2 lead. what a display so far from Omar Al-Shaheen. He leads Alain da Costa from France by 7 racks to 0. That wasn't a gimme 9 ball by any means, but he knocked it in. He's been knocking everything in. Looking really good so far.
Josh Filler with the break in rack 7. Nice open shot, but difficult. Needs to cue over the 6. Same break again, Sanjin, getting that cue ball straight back to the short rail.
Yeah, it's kind of different than everybody's break I saw here.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, me too, but yeah, the one ball is always there, so
Works well. So for all the 9-ball newbies, what Sanjin and myself are talking about is the thing that players try to do to find a way to control position on the 1 ball after the break. Need to play the lowest numbered ball.
I thought for an instant there that the flick on the 7 ball might have deprived Joshua Filler. There you see the minute contact, but he did just get past the 3 anyway.
Can hold it. Nice strike. For some reason, players who are same eye dominant, so Joshua Filler's left-handed and has the cue more under his left eye, are better at jacked up shots, elevating the butt of the cue as he needed to do on the 1 as on the 3.
Just a tad sloppy there. Not over as much for the 7 as he wanted to be.
Yeah, but he seems quite flat. I mean, this is not the type of match where we get to see the hyped up, pumped up Joshua Filler, when he can really excel. Just trying to take that first step, playing himself into the tournament.
Just like that, Filler leads 5-2. He's more than halfway to victory over Margarita Fefilova, and no doubt that will please his support system, his wife and his biggest fan, Pia Filler, who is chatting with Claire Thomas.
She absolutely is. It seems like we can't move the poor players' other halves up here on the stage. You travel the world with Joshua, supporting him across his career. Are you, though, like Tyler, a little bit heart in mouth watching him play?
Well, I absolutely trust his game. So of course I'm rooting for him. I'm like really excited all the time, but I trust him and I'm sure he's gonna take it home. So I'm quite relaxed.
How will he be feeling about how this one has gone so far?
Well, he's playing good. I mean, the opening match is always a little bit tough, but I think he's doing good so far, and step by step.
Step by step, exactly. He's taken some big steps this year. It's been a fantastic 2021 for him. This is the big one, though. How much are his eyes on that trophy?
Well, he won the World Championship before, and we are absolutely ready to get it back again. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I can't wait to see how the week is going for him.
Fighting talk, I like it. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Thanks so much.
I think Filler, you're right, Alex. He's not in top gear yet, but he's doing more than enough.
Leading 5 racks to 2.
Interesting. I've spoken to players in the build-up to this tournament, asking them about the break. You know, they're all trying to find the holy grail. I've heard many variants. Nobody told me about this one. the first time. Doesn't get a nice shot on the one. How are you like Sanjin? Big tournament. You see this break. It's pretty productive. Not this time, but on his other breaks. Is it something you're gonna try out, or would you leave it for when you come back home and work on it for next year?
Yeah, actually, these past 2 days I've been practicing a lot break. I mean,
Push out,
position and controlling the cue ball and the one ball. And I have 3-4 positions. Where should I? If the one is not working, I should try another one. But this one, it's hard to. I never tried it before, so.
Well,
probably
if you had 4, make it 5. You can still count it on one hand.
But still, it's kind of hard. I never tried it, and it's kind of hard to use it.
Well,
this kind of
the
tournament.
year Ronnie Alcano won the tournament, he was about to get knocked out because at that time, Matchroom still at the World Championship. You played round robin in a group of 8, and he was about to get eliminated from the tournament. Then he thought, hey, I'm going to try this break. He found the break, beat Marcel Martens from the Netherlands, qualified and won the title. So it's never too late. Push out. A bluff. Bluff called by Margarita Fefilova. Didn't manage to save the one. And even though she didn't get it, I like, how decisive she is. And sometimes she chooses wrong or she chooses right, but doesn't get the execution. But she's a player, all right.
Talking about execution, I've got to identify one particularly brilliant shot I spied on table 13 a short while ago. Veronika Ivanovskaya potted a superb 8-ball, went round off 4 cushions, landed perfectly on the 9. She won that rack and the next. She leads Nick Malai, who played for Greece in the World Cup recently, 5-2.
One more married couple, Alex, so we can add it on the tournament. Veronika and
Halliday. Are they married?
yeah, I think so.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Oh, Sanjin, you have to hurry. So Fefilova did not shy away from playing a difficult shot, knowing that when you're playing a champion, you cannot hide. You have to go out and make your own fortune, or try to at least.
Joshua Filler wins the round.
And he's giving us plenty of indication as to why he's regarded as one of the favourites to collect this $50,000 first prize here. Okay, we know he's not absolutely in the best groove yet, but he's looking smooth and he's looking purposeful. 6-2.
I think he's playing well. He's missed one position and he missed one pot. But with Joshua Filler, what I feel is that when he's psyched up and playing with a lot high energy, that is his harness for pressure. That's how he deals with it. So if he's going to be playing a really big match later on in the tournament, if he would be like this, that would not be a good sign.
By the way, Sanjin, your opposition next time up might not be Ralph Souquet, because although he was well in command early on, his lead has been reduced against Craig Osborne to 5-3.
Yeah, there is a timeout. And also, Joshua is really confident, even in the high-stake matches.
Rack 9.
I was following
Joshua
him a
Filler
lot,
to break.
and
Leading 6 racks to 2.
Same break again.
changed a little bit.
I like it because you know, if you play with that speed and low on the cue ball, it's somewhat difficult to control, but you have the whole short rail to get to.
Yeah, but this one was also close. It's kind of, when you're doing draw hard,
Yeah.
it's kind of, there is a chance for a scratch.
Yeah.
So,
Getting up out of bed is dangerous as well. Look at this. Now punch it over. Yes, the angle. Did too much. Yeah, and hence the look up in the sky. Not content. It's a minor error. It's not a big error. He's just trying to get things right, and he landed on the wrong side of the 3. Big lead, 2 more balls for 7-2 on the scoreboard for Filler. Because he's playing well, he's making many run-outs, not because Fefilova had made so many errors. She's just been put under the gun.
3 years after being crowned World 9-ball champion in Qatar, Joshua Filler wants to regain the title in Milton Keynes. He is making a healthy start.
That was, I genuinely don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
Must have been a couple of 9-0s or something tonight, because I've already seen 2 finish.
It doesn't show the time.
When did it come up last time? About 58? Yeah.
We've had 2 whitewashes tonight, Skylar Woodward and this man, Kuwait's Omar Al Shaheen, who beat Alain da Costa 9-0.
Rack 10.
What a way to get your World
Joshua Filler to
Championship
break. Leading 7
off
racks to
and
2.
running. 9 racks to 0. Can't wish for anything more pleasing than that.
So on the previous break, Joshua Filler's cue ball came close to the pocket, top right, now close to the pocket, top left, but still good enough. Because that's what you have to look at as well, not if something works, but also the probability that you get it right, and that you will get it right when it's 7-7 in the quarterfinals. How sensitive is the stroke? Don't think the 1 passes the 8. Let me see if I see. Oh, what's that? To the short rail and then glued on the 8, but that's difficult. Nice. Haha. Nice shot. Good shot. You see that? I mean, he used the 6 to control the cue ball, confident that he would play it right. Cue ball was close to the pocket and holding the line for the 1. Great shot by Josh. Nice.
Good speed.
Yeah, it's such a difficult shot that she just played on the TV table with the object ball so close to the rail. Wow. Beautiful shot. The never say die attitude by Margarita Fefilova. Rewarded with the shot, but difficult it is. Cannot roll it in. Next shot is the blue 2. Down below to get to the red 3. Top cushion. So what's your play, Sanjin, on the 1?
Probably would just try to keep the ball. Just pot it like that. Yeah. That's what I was going to say, but
You learn in this commentary game, Sanjin, just saying the shots that have already occurred. That's what we all do.
yeah. I'm just struggling a bit with the word.
Oh, and she's struggling with the 2 ball.
Movement coming up in the stroke during the follow through. She plays with a long follow through, actually a little bit like her husband to be, Tyler Styer. So if you're very low on the cue with your eyes over the cue, it's difficult to follow through with your and letting your shoulder drop without coming up in the shot as she did on that draw shot on the 2. Wants to cut it in. Nice, I like that. Smooth. Just for a little bit he thought about the safety. Angle 6, 7, 8 to the same pocket. Is he punching? No, rolling it in. Picking up a little bit of rhythm in rack 10. We're seeing a glimpse of what he's looking to show us in the rest of this World Championship. 8-2, Joshua Filler is on the hill. The champion from Germany needs one rack to advance to the next round.
And already through into the next round is the American Skylar Woodward, a former MVP at the Moscone Cup, who played flawlessly this evening. His opponent was from Slovakia, Jaroslav Polash. But Woodward came through by 9 racks to 0. No doubt, he will be overjoyed.
Skylar, if my maths is correct, that's 2 appearances by the Mullets and 2 wins. How much did you enjoy yourself out there?
I enjoyed myself for sure. You know, I played well being the first match, and I'll be honest, I haven't pulled my cue out of my pool case or my suitcase since the World Pool Masters, since I played Alex. Went home, played with the kid, but it felt good. You know, I hit some balls last night and played well my first match, so it was nice to get out there and play good. You know, I was thinking I'd probably be a little shaky, a little rusty to start, but played well.
And leaving the cue in the bag, is that for a mental refresh? Is that to leave you hungry to come back for more? What's the purpose of that?
Yeah, you know, when you play a lot, and then it's always nice to take, you know, 3, 4, 5 days off and then get back at it. So yeah, it actually felt nice, felt refreshing. You know, didn't even see a pool table, nothing. So it's actually nice.
Well, it certainly worked, and to the tune of a whitewash. How far do you want to go this week?
I want to win, of course, but you just got to take it one match at a time. Keep playing good, you know, breaking good, and you know, just get a couple rolls here and there. That's all I can hope for.
Absolutely is. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
All right, thank you.
It seems as though we're going to see Joshua Filler again soon. I'll tell you what though, this match could have been over had it not been for the 6 rolling over to perhaps intervene here.
Push out, Cole.
Push out for a kick shot. And Margaret will definitely play this. I think it's a bit too easy as a kick. As close as the one is to the long rail. A couple of ways to play it.
Passing back. Reset the clock to 30 seconds, please.
Finesse it a little thinner. Oh, she's giving it back. Like a half ball hit.
Probably there's a big chance to make it a middle pocket.
As well, yeah, and big chance to snooker behind the 2-8.
Oh,
Nice, Sanjin, yes.
magician.
That's your first this tournament.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
Well done indeed. What a great call that was, and it was before the shot as well.
The jump meister. Oh, look at the cue ball. Look. I'm amazed how smooth the backspin on the ball was.
Guess I didn't call it, so he didn't make it.
Hey, take it easy now.
Spin is really easier than the other jumps.
A little bit along to the 3 and then a steep angle needed on the 4 thereafter. One pure stroke.
Extension. Thank you. Extension, Cole.
Nothing surprising, Sanjin, but it's been very accomplished pool, hasn't it, from Joshua Filler? He's shown us all of his skills.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching him. Always exciting with him. He makes the game really look like easy, right? And he didn't make much mistake. Kind of different break than the others, but yeah, it works for him.
You need to win 8 matches to lift this coveted trophy. Joshua Filler has just taken his first step. He defeats Margarita Fefilova comfortably, commandingly, by 9 racks to 2. Onwards and upwards for the German superstar.